Hello students, let us start the new chapter, that is arithmetic progression. Now children, you must be knowing that in the second periodic test, the chapters which will come is arithmetic progression, circles and coordinate geometry. Now the topics, the deleted topics in this session for arithmetic progression is application based sums from sum of n terms of an AP. So children, first open the textbook, that is NCERT. So you can see the introduction, then over here sum of n terms of an AP, second whole it will be there in the syllabus. Then next page number 107, there you come, there the topic is sum of n terms of an AP. So topic we have to do the sums based on sum of n terms of an AP. The calculation based sums we have to do, which are direct sums, but the word problems we don't have to do. So you can cancel the sums from question number 15 onwards. So 15 to 20 all you can cancel, because these are the application based, I mean word problems based on sum of n terms of an AP. Now next exercise 5.4, that is optional. From there also very important questions are there, which we used to explain to the students very nicely. So question number 3, 4 and 5 you can leave, because these are the again sums based on sum of n terms of an AP. These are the word problems based on sum of n terms of an AP. So you can cancel page 113 question number 15 to 18, page 114 question number 19, 20 and page 115 question number 3, 4 and 5. So let us start arithmetic progression. Now children, first of all I am writing a pattern, or I am writing a series. So suppose the series I am writing as 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Again let us suppose I am writing another series as 2, 4, 8, 16 and so on. Again one more pattern I am writing as 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 6, 1 by 8 and so on. So you can observe in all the three series there is some rule followed, there is some pattern followed. Here you can see that 4 minus 2 is 2, 6 minus 4 is 2, 8 minus 6 is 2. So here we can say that the difference of any two consecutive terms, whenever I talk about two consecutive terms means difference, so second minus of first. So we can say over here 4 minus 2 equals to 2. 6 minus of 4 equals to 2. 8 minus of 6 equals to 2. So we can say that the common difference is common means same. So the difference between any two consecutive terms is coming as common, and that we name as common difference. So common difference is coming as 2. So this type of series or the pattern in which the difference between any two common terms, any two consecutive terms is constant throughout is called an arithmetic progression, and we write in short as AP. Now the second series you see 2, 4, 8, 16 and so on. Here we observe that 4 by 2 equals to 8 by 4 equals to 16 by 8 and so on. So here we can write over here next term as 32 as well. So equals to 32 by 16 equals to 2. So here we see that the second term by the first term is coming constant throughout, that is 2 over here. Now this type of series is called geometric progression. Geometric progression, which we don't have to do in standard 10. Geometric progression. This we will be doing in class 11. In class 11, whole AP, whatever you have done or whatever you are doing in standard 10 plus this geometric progression is there in the syllabus of class 11. So children, you do the arithmetic progression nicely. The whole topic of arithmetic progression is included in class 11 syllabus. Now the third series is, you can see the denominator is in AP 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on, and the numerator is same. So when the denominator is in AP, the series is called harmonic progression. This also we don't have to do neither in this class 10 or class 11, 12. Harmonic progression. So three types of progression or three type of series we found: arithmetic progression, geometric progression and harmonic progression. And in standard 10 we have to do only arithmetic progression. So let us start the topic arithmetic progression. So let us first write the definition. The definition I always prefer from NCERT. You can write in your own language as well. So arithmetic progression. I repeat definition. It's not compulsory to learn it. You can understand the definition of arithmetic. Defined arithmetic progression never comes. So a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number, take care, fixed number, by adding a fixed number to the preceding term, except the first term. Is called arithmetic progression. Clearly, the fixed number which we are adding throughout is called the fixed number is called common difference. And we write it as small d. The first number we write as small a. Now take care, here small d can be negative, positive or 0. This will help you in 1 mark. Now the first number or the first term, you can write over here first term, we write as small a. The terms, here you can give arrow, arrow, arrow. The terms of AP we denote as term 1, term 2, term 3 and so on. We denote as T1, T2 and so on. Or in some book it is written in this form, A1, A2 and so on. In other books it is also written as mu1, mu2 and so on. I will be following T1, T2, T3 and so on. So let us start the formula. So before going to the first formula, that is the sum of n terms of an AP, you open your textbook and exercise 5.1. It's an easy exercise, you can do by your own as well, but even then let me see if I can discuss few sums. Exercise 5.1. Now question number 1 is saying in which of the following situations does the list of the numbers involved make an arithmetic progression and why? The taxi fare after each kilometer, when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer and 8 for the additional kilometers. So number 1, taxi fare for each kilometer. So T1 equals to fare for first kilometer equals to 15. T2 equals to fare for second kilometer will be equals to 15 plus 8 equals to rupees 23. Everywhere write rupees 23. T3 equals to fare for third kilometer, still third kilometer. It will be equals to 23 plus of 8 equals to 31 kilometer. Sorry, 31 rupees. Rupees 31. And so on. Now here the series is 15, 23 and 31 and so on. And the common difference equals to 23 minus 15 equals to 31 minus 23 equals to 8 equals to a constant. Therefore, the given situation, in the given situation, the list of numbers involved form an AP. Similarly, you try to do the other ones also. If any doubt, please give the message. I'll definitely do it. Now, question number 2. Write first 4 terms of the AP where the first term A and the common difference are given below. So, one question let me do. Question number 2. Any one question let us do. I am doing subpart number 4. A is given as -1 and D is given as 1 by 2. So T1, first term is A only, that is -1. T2 is A plus D, that is -1 plus 1 by 2, that is -1 by 2. T3 is A plus of 2D, that is -1 plus of 2 into 1 by 2, that is 0. And first 4 terms we have to write now. So A plus of 3D equals to 0. Sorry, A is -1 plus of 3 into D is 1 by 2. So -1 plus 3 by 2 equals to 1 by 2. -2 plus 3 is 1. So 1 by 2. So our series is, therefore, the first 4 terms of given AP is or are -1, -1 by 2, 0 and 1 by 2. -1, so you can see also the difference is increasing by 1 by 2. -1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is minus half. Minus half plus plus half is 0, and 0 plus half is half. Similarly, you do the rest questions of question number 2. Question number 3. For the following AP. Now over here it is given it is AP, it means common difference is same. Write the first term and the common difference. Now question number 3. It is given that for the given AP. So let us do subpart number 4. It is 0.6, 1.7, 2.8 and 3.9 and so on. Now over here take care, it is given that it is AP. We have to write the first term and the common difference. So obviously first term is T1 equals to A equals to 0.6 and common difference equals to the difference of any two consecutive terms. So common difference equals to D equals to 1.7 minus 0.6. So this will be equals to 1.1 and this is the answer. Question number 4. Question of which of the following are AP if they form an AP. Now over here it is not said that it is given AP. We have to check that whether it is an AP or not. And if it is an AP, find the common difference and write the next 3 terms. So randomly I am doing suppose question number 8, means part number 8 is minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2. Obviously over here the common difference is common difference is 0. That is first term is minus 1 by 2, second term is minus 1 by 2 plus 0, that is minus 1 by 2. T3 is again T2 plus 0, that is minus 1 by 2 plus 0 equals to minus 1 by 2. Therefore it forms an AP. It forms an AP with common difference equals to 0 and next three terms are the same number. You can write minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2. So one more question from question number 4. Let me do question number 4. Any question? Let us do subpart number 2. Question 4, subpart number 2. The question is 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2. So over here T1 equals to 2 and T1 equals to A equals to 2. T2 equals to what we write, A plus D equals to 5 by 2. T3 is equals to A plus 2D equals to 3. T4 is equals to A plus 3D equals to 7 by 2. Now T2 minus T1 equals to 5 by 2 minus 2 equals to 5 minus of 4 by 2 equals to 1 by 2. T3 minus of T2 equals to 3 minus of 5 by 2 equals to 6 minus of 5 by 2 equals to 1 by 2. So again it is coming same. Therefore common difference equals to D equals to 1 by 2 is constant throughout. Therefore the given sequence is in AP and the next three terms are we have to find actually T5, T6 and T7. So let us do T5 equals to T4 plus D equals to 7 by 2 plus 1 by 2 equals to 4. T6 equals to T5 plus D equals to 4 plus 1 by 2 equals to 9 by 2 and T7 equals to T6 plus D equals to 9 by 2 plus 1 by 2 equals to 5. So you can write this, or you can write T5 equals to over here A plus 4D, and then you can put the value of D and A and D and can also do. So either way you do, first understand the concept, what is AP, and hence you proceed. Next is last question of this exercise. No, let's see, one more question I am doing because it's 15 subparts are there. Let me do question number 13, subpart number 13. For subpart number 13. The question is, the series, numbers are root 3, root 6, root 9, root 12. Now T1 equals to root 3. T1 equals to A equals to root 3. T2 equals to A plus D equals to root 6. T3 equals to A plus of 2D equals to root 9. No need to write the left one because it's quite clear that it is not an AP. Clearly T2 minus T1 equals to root 6 minus of root 3, and T3 minus of T2 equals to root 9 minus root 6, and root 6 minus root 3 is not equals to root 9 minus root 6. Therefore, it is not in AP. So, now in the next video, we will be doing the formula for n terms of an AP. Till then, goodbye and thank you, children.